How did you work on maintaining feature parity between iOS and Android when working on VLC? Because again, huge application, presumably a very large core, presumably of like cross-platform media code. How did you make sure you had retained feature parity when working on these two very, very large apps across platforms?
So I didn't work on the Android part, but feature parity, usually you have one platform go first when you have something new because they would get out the kinks, right? Of, okay, how should that actually work with the core library that we had? And what are the edge cases that somebody didn't think about? And then you have the second platform just adopt that new feature as well, if that makes sense.
And which one was the guinea pig?
It was actually always Android.
Of course it
It was
was.
also, we just had more developers on it, to be honest. Like, um, yeah, we didn't have that many MacBooks and iOS developers, and they were all always like, "No, I want to work more with Java." I don't know why. And those like weird. So we still had a lot of brackets, and they're like, "I don't know how this language works. Objective C, it's so weird."
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
obviously part of the problem. If they look at Java, it did look more modern at the time compared to Objective C. Even though I preferred Objective C because I've perhaps got Stockholm syndrome, um, at the time Java looked a good bet.
yeah.
Okay, well let's park legacy code and talk about a final area, which is conferences. Because right now, you work with the Swiss Mobile Club, I think they're called, behind the scenes, who organise app builders and what else do they organise? Because it's also
Swift Alps.
Swift Alps. Are there meetups as well, or just those two conferences?
No, just those two conferences. Honestly, that is already enough.
Just those two worldwide conferences, that's fine.
Yeah.
So the folks haven't heard before, the Swiss Moby Devs group, they have App Builders, which is a large in-person event normally held. It was originally around Switzerland, but I think now I've picked Lugano as being particularly beautiful. And there's lakes and there's mountains and there's chocolate. Yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, and that's App Builders, the event in Lugano. But then also there's Swift Alps, which is literally in the Alps in Crans Montana, where you get a train there, then a funicular up, and then a bus to your hotel. It's the middle of nowhere, but it's small workshop-driven events. So these are very, very different kinds of events, and it's interesting because I've been to both, and I can compare them, and I know which one I prefer. I'm not going to say it. I know which one I prefer.